Let's do this. Okay. Okay, so I can't fucking think this morning. Okay, so to revise on the daily, MES. I wanted to. I liked how NQ looked, but it had some form of strength switching on the structural time frame, but he just wanted to show more strength within time, so there's a lot that's going on the daily, but we are clearly forming failure SMT here as we're falling to reverse away from this SMT, and now we're just creating failure swings at this point. So this is viewed as retracement into IRL, Friday manipulation away from the fair leg up, and I can expect Monday C3 expansion from IRL to ERL today. So C3 expansion today. We also have advanced premium to discount, strength switching after this failure SMT formed. So this is PSP, but nevertheless. So dropping another fire. If today is going to make C3 continuation, then it should respect discount XCE, right? Or the refined valuation level closest to the daily candle, in which there is none, because price reached this relevant swing late in the, I guess pretty much kind of late in the, or we manipulated it late in the candle on Friday. And so this would technically be the universal model order pair ranges on the forward from some manipulation below range low to reach range high, and these failure swings here are super clean. As you can see, Friday or 6 a.m. has already reached range high, but I want to see price reach beyond this. This is only viewed as failure SMT. Get down, get down, get down, Jack. Come on. then we also have so the 4 profile away from this key level would be 8 reversal, 2 MC2, and then 6 MC3, 2 stage SMT as well, more string switching. Again, both M and Q, MES are like kind of the same. They're going back and forth. It's kind of hard to tell. It's fucking very confusing, honestly, to see okay which asset's the stronger one. Honestly, NQ looks stronger within only 1 hour, but nevertheless, it doesn't really matter. Fuck it. Because I'm not trading near the driver anyways. But so anticipating, I was wanting to trade 6 a.m. as a C3 expansion candle, right? Or for YM would be the C2 reversal to expansion candle. So you see we got that 2 stage SMT very clean here. Manipulated current day low. And 6 a.m. is current market current, 6 a.m. manipulation, confirming the low day. And then if we leave this open, I can expect 10 a.m. continuation. Since YM is the stronger asset, and we've taken the draw on liquidity for ES or whatever, I gotta see some form of string switching again on like the structural time frame to indicate ES is going to catch up and expand to break this SMT here. Also, obviously, YM can't manipulate this high, right? Of course, but this is automatically failure S&P because of the fact that this is only a failure swing to this high. Right. So knowing that 6 a.m. daily supports expansion, which is great for 6 a.m. For supports expansion, everything's clean on the bias and on the profile, or for the profile on the 4 hour. Dropping down to the 1 hour 30 minute, what do we do per the river? Created that reversal during 8 a.m. Creating that C2. Confirming the low of the 6 a.m. candle with this 1 hour swing point. I'm going to expect 9 a.m. C3 expansion during the driver, continuation right during the driver to reach for these failure swings. Or the target levels. Did. Actually, even on the 30 minute. Created that V-shaped formation away from this SMT during 8:30. 9 a.m. started the expansion away. So it's kind of like we kind of already expanded per the river, but we still have these targets left open. I was wanting to see price fell to manipulate this and create this continuation order block, but it's pretty small. And price is extremely bullish now on all assets. YM has reached key levels. We can usually see a retracement away. So I'm just gonna wait for 10 a.m. and as you can see, we're doing that. So it's just lower probability. So on clean price action. So it's best just to wait for 10 a.m. to see what we do. And so if 10 a.m. is gonna make the continuation, then obviously 6 a.m. has to close with a nice bullish candle like this. But I would look for 10 a.m. to respect the Q, the pre-4 kind of range, the daily in the 4 hour support expansion, as long as 10 a.m. respects the invalidation levels. We drop down to the 30 minute or 1 hour. Price is extremely bullish part of the 10 a.m. So it would be GxT reversal sequence, it would have to be. Since there's no C3, C4, this is now C5. That's also one thing I didn't like is on the 30 minute, 9:30 was C5 on the 30 minute, right? So that was pretty unclean, but so 10 a.m. would have to create the reversal, right? Would have to create the reversal on the 30 minute or whatever. Create that swing point away from the kilo, would confirm the low of the 10 a.m. 4 hour candle. On the 1 hour though, it's still C2, C3, and then 10 a.m. C4, but when I'm trading C4 on the 1 hour, it's a little bit dangerous. I could confirm the low of that 1 hour candle with a 15 minute swing point, but at that point, we're probably going to create these GxT reversal sequence away from this gap. It'd have to be because if 10 a.m. doesn't, if we open up, say here, 10 a.m. opens up here and retraces into this gap, then it has to create a swing point right away. Because if it doesn't create a swing point right away from this gap to define the low of the 10 a.m. 4 hour candle, say we fill in this gap all the way, I mean, it probably could still be tradable at that point, as long as we manipulate it. If we fail to manipulate this, or if we do manipulate it and then we fail to expand away from that swing point, then at that point we're creating too large of a wick, the 10 a.m. 4 hour candle. So ideally price reaches this gap right away and manipulates up immediately. And we can just try the continuation. So I just gotta wait for that 4 minutes still, and then at that point, I could really confirm it though. Whenever, right, 10 C4, and then I can confirm the low the 10 C4 candle with a 15-minute swing point, and then trade maybe if there's a C2 in the 33-minute. I don't trade the 1 minute. There's a C2 with 3 minute doing that reversal, nice V-shape formation. And I could probably help. I think I would rather just wait though for the continuation. I changed up my entry models, so trying these new ones out. Let me go over my checklist real quick, just because I want to stay as disciplined as I possibly can with this shit. Right. Okay, let me just fucking. Okay, so daily bias defined. Yes, we know that. Oh my god, I'm just gonna go over it real quick. I got 3 minutes. Doesn't really matter. Alright, C2 away from internal range of liquidity. SMT is all paired with that manipulation, or the C2 to confirm string switching that indicates SMT or expansion, I guess, right? Indicates that ES wants to expand and catch up to MIM to break this SMT. So today should make C3. So the daily bias is pretty fucking clear. It's like you can't get any more clear than this. And then for our profile defined and key levels drawn, right? Where we got the universal model order pairing ranges, for profile being Asia reversal, and all we're doing really is trading 2 AM C2, 6 AM C3, and then 10 AM C4 expansion candles away from the low day, away from this key level, towards the target levels. Ultimately, this is the main target level. So, and then, great, so, yes, check for our sports expansion. I don't really need to see the daily sport expansion anymore, but it does, because we got Asia reversal, which I hate trading Asia reversal. I can't fucking speak, but I hate trading that for a profile, but fuck it. Yes. Whenever they're C2, C3 at a key level in the direction of the bias, etc. At this point, on the whenever we do, but we're trying to see 4 during 10 AM, and the 3 minute, 30 minute is extremely bullish. So I definitely got to see it on the 30 minute at least, which will most likely be a 15 minute. Yeah, I'm not going to overcomplicate it, but I got to see a 30 minute GxT reversal sequence or a swing point away from the key level. So I technically know for this one, I got to wait for that. Like I said, I gotta wait for a GxT reversal sequence to confirm to define the low of the 10 AM for our candle, which will confirm if 10 AM is valid for trading, if it supports expansion or not. Once we get that, then I can choose my entry model 1, 2, 3, right? And then yeah, etc. Yeah, it's very simple. You can already see we're kind of retracing already away from. There's literally no reason to reverse away from these highs at all. Like if we reverse, titanium fails to continue off this gap, I would be very surprised. If I don't find this trade, if I don't take this trade, I'm the worst trader in the world at that point. Okay. Unless titanium immediately just expands higher, then there would be like literally no trade. Entry, but I gotta see it. Like I said, I gotta see a new swing point form. If no swing point forms, then I can't trade. It's as simple as that. I feel like I could trade, maybe YM. Again, there's still like massive expansion part of titanium, extremely bullish. I still have to see some form of swing point. Maybe we create a 15-minute S&P fill swing point. to define the load whenever I can. I'm not really gonna. I don't want to overcomplicate that because I don't ever trade like that. I know that is valid. I just don't want to. That's my model, so it really doesn't matter. I feel like I could trade YM, but YM's definitely reaching this high. But at that point, I would have to see. I mean, we're not going to get a new string point on the 30-minute. Matter of fact, it's actually no matter what going to be SMT with YM because of the fact that this low is the gap high here. So no matter what, if we trade into this gap, which we have to, like I said, if I'm going to trade, then we're going to create that SMT fill, which is great. That's ideally what we want to see. Ideally, what we want is indeed, indubitably. Just gotta stay patient. I gotta wait 30 minutes. I don't want to go over everything again. There's no point. Everything's valid. What can I do? See. Let me go down here. Alright, so and also why price reaching this failure swing and creating that swing point, it will indicate that prices. I mean, we're gonna create the SMT, but ideally there's some form of swing switching on the either we create a PSP on the 30-minute, or maybe we have some form of string switching on the 5 or 3-minute. I still want to see some form of string switching on MES. But it's going to show a failure to manipulate these highs, but which is obviously what we should do, logically. I really do. I'm happy I didn't take this. It was a valid entry. On NQ. I'm happy I didn't take this. Here. That would have been so fucking annoying. That's why I hate trading in the drive. I was overcomplicating everything. I just wanted to trade. Having FOMO. We already see some form of like continuation. We don't have any swing point on any asset. like I might have to wait for 10:30 to create a swing point. Let's say if you were to check this out. So let's say if you were to trade London C2 here, paired with SMT, this is entirely irrelevant swing. Pretty shippy, yeah, though, because we're second consolidation. Show to fill out a manipulate. C2 down to low the 10 for the 2 beam for our kennel. 230. So you can look for 3 M C3. So carry some out. Just real quick. So all we're doing is trading the forward desk part. We open up here. It's a pretty large wick. Actually, hold on, let me check. I think candles have larger wicks than that. It's really not that crazy. It is still a technically reversal candle, but it's not that crazy of a wick. It is there in London though. I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't. I don't trade London, but I don't know. It is still a pretty large wick for London, so. But we got that V shape signature within C2. That's what we want to see to confirm the swing point. It's now, since we're creating low day, ideally we wait for a continuation entry. This right here is too small. I would never take that. Yeah, that's way better. That's way better. Right there. Stop low here. For that 2 hour. You can just take that. Boom. There you go. So that would be C2 V-shape formation. And this candle opened up here. Kind of consolidated and created the continuation entry. Valid. See, it's continuation entry. I like that. It's way more cleaner than this. This is more of a gamble. You could have taken it though. Could have still paid, but would have been a better entry. I suppose if you took it off that, or even off the close there than this. But nevertheless, it's just more wise to wait for a bulky CSC as an entry, right? Even for the continuation entry. And then to confirm the low of this candle for C3, and then expect C3 expansion. To create the expansion of the 4 hour candle to the highs here, order parameters, whatever. Order parameters, range low. It's pretty shit though. Basically, I feel like there's no model here. It's pretty shit. I don't know. It's pretty much the range here. Filling mid plate, range high. So it would be more like AMD continuation in a way. I don't really know, but I know all I know is that this is a valid relevant swing manipulation C3. Right? I don't know. And then if you were to trade 6 AM, obviously during 8:30 it was pretty valid. Obviously you'd want to be trading during 8 AM to 9:30, right? Around there. 8:30, 9:30. 8 AM manipulated, created that second stage SMT string switching, and then 8:30 created C3 reversal. So reversal part of it over, you could assume. And Q was way cleaner, to be honest. And Q was way cleaner because of the fact that price, I don't know, I don't know really. Maybe we'll see this. Created that 2-stage SMT here on YM. Right here, this low is never taken here. And then we created just continuous lower low as well. I mean, we did create a lower low here, but still, we created lower lows Never taking this low out on ES, but we did on YM. So we got that 2-stage SMG strength switch, and then 8 AM C2, which actually defines the low of the 6 AM kennel. So now this would be a GxT reversal sequence, and I can expect 9 AM C3. Also, we create a protected swing, so you can realistically enter off of those, assuming the driver should just expand. This is why it's like, you can overcomplicate your entry, or you can just gamble it like this. I mean, it's really not that over crazy. It's not that hard. Super clean failure swings. Just target 2R, and I would have reached that. Obviously, I wasn't here. I think I started looking at the charts at like 905, so price already expanded away from this right away, so I would have entered literally right when 8 AM closed on the winner, going into 9 AM. Still another 30-minute swing point. Got this as the low day though, or the CC, which is protecting the low day on the winner 30 minute, excuse me. So yeah, still no trade. I mean, this is boring. That's how it should be. Should not be exciting. It's just the most boring fucking shit in the world. It's satisfying, but it's just boring. At the same time. You can kind of already see that price is stalling. So like, maybe we don't retrace, but if we don't, then I can't trade. How am I possibly able to trade this if, even on the hourly, if I were to trade C4, I don't, like, it's valid. Like I said, I don't like it because it's C4 on the hourly. I don't have any roll for that, which is based off experience. And then 30-minute 600 volts, just no new swing point that 10 AM is opening up within. There's no GxT continuation sequence, so therefore it has to be a GxT reversal sequence to define the low of the 10 AM 4-hour candle. On the 1 hour, if I'm gonna trade this, I think I'm gonna add this as a new rule. I have to back test somewhere. If I'm gonna trade 10 AM C4 on the 1 hour, then ideally 15-minute retrace, create a swing point, and define the low of the 1 hour candle with that 15-minute swing point away from the key level. Ideally a gap rate, whatever, doesn't matter. Which would automatically be, that's why it would automatically be a 30-minute swing point as well. It's just lower probability, because we can usually see a new phase of price delivery, whatever. It's just lower probability, and it's fucking obvious. And even if price does reach these key levels, and maybe it does respect this continuation entry after moving this level low, whatever. During C4, right, 10 AM opened up here. And created this continuation entry. Right, whatever. Even if we do respect this, and this is the low of the 10 AM candle, we reach these highs, this is the key level, whatever, which is a 2R off of this. I'm not going to beat myself up and say, damn, I should have taken that. I should have trusted the C4. I should have trusted the V-shape formation. I should have trusted this continuation entry, or whatever, from the original C2. I really don't care. I already know there's going to be better days. too mechanical with it. So what is everybody else doing? Probably gambling or probably taking it. Big. GxT. Yeah. So I feel like I should trust the non-EM C3. I never really do that though. I just want to trade during 9:30. I feel like trading before the drivers a little bit. I've just seen too many times that price during non-EM reverses last minute. I don't know. I feel like I need to start trusting swing points for candles, right? But I feel like I need to trust the structure more. Backtest it more, trade it more. And not just trade during these key times, try trading during random times. Obviously as long as the daily force for expansion rate, but I don't trust this. Do not care. What is what I'm doing? Holy shit. It's about to reach this key level. Again. No. You can trust the C4. Trust this protective swing. Whatever. Most likely it's actually, I mean, it's probably valid, honestly. It's just not clean PA. I've seen cleaner. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like it. Take routes above this key level at all. It's like there's too many things. We're too high in the range. We've already done so much. Even though we're definitely gonna reach this. I mean, especially with this expansion, consolidation right below the key level. I mean, come on. It's no brainer. But it's not sure what this is waiting on though. Waiting on something. This should just honestly expand it. Because our second consolidation should pop up. Skip this up. Again, we have it's crazy. This low at 939 low is taken, right? Yes. So therefore we have strength switching on ES. we created more SMT here. So just like some form of swing switching. Whether that's all I'm using this router, I don't care about the SMT itself. We have some form of swing switching here. It's great, but you can count this. CSD continuation within whatever. Where I think this is 8 AM, 9 AM, 10 AM, right? So 8 AM. So yeah. I think this was 9 8 AM with C2. So with the C2 V shape formation, and then this would be, I guess, technically the continuation tree. And then if you wanted to wait for 10 AM, well, take that, but I don't know, man. I'd say. Did I delete everything? So yeah, there's no new swing point. In Q. Maybe I'm not fucking looking at this right. SMT fill here. I think I might take this. And then obviously this low was never taken. Ideally we did though. We could have C2. And then now we're gonna C3. See if we can fly swing still open for sports expansion, daily sports expansion. There's nothing wrong with this at all. Already know the daily bias in 4 profile. So the structure now in the 1 hour tournament is aligned with expansion. I didn't even realize NQ was opening up with any fucking GxT continuation sequence during 10 AM. So I guess you could trade that. Or, at 10 AM C3. Ideally, though, we wait for a new continuation entry. Probably reach this. That's gonna be hard. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Is this a lower probability? I mean, it's clearly lower probability. I'm not taking that. It's not strong enough. Ideally, we take the slow and then reverse. reaching the main draw on liquidity. There's nothing above that. I'm not taking. I can't take that. I'm sorry. We formed this continuation order block. One taking this high out while YM is reaching this key level, while ES as well is reaching this key level. Although it's only Philly swings. Leaving Philly swings here. This low, if I were to buy out the CC, is in the upper half of the pre-30 minute candle, which price could take and mitigate and still support expansion away. This is a lower probability day. I'm sorry, this is not clean. Too many things are going against me right now. It looks like tomorrow is going to be... I don't know. Looks like I'm waiting. I'm not going to hope and pray that this is going to hold. Like, that's fucking stupid. Especially after taking this. If anything, yeah, no. I don't think I'm going to trade 10 name either. I really don't. Extremely bullish. It's 30 make it, or 1 hour candle could still expand. Clearly, we probably will to reach these highs. Which means NQ could still expand. I just don't fucking like how this formed within the upper half of this range. I mean, the Philly swing is the relevant swing here is NEQ. YM is extremely bullish, has reached the key level on the daily, fucking weekly, monthly, whatever. That is a very prominent level. I mean, this is gonna cause price retrace away. Which automatically will put pressure on NQ to not want to expand higher. I feel like although this could retrace while this expands to catch up, right? But I think I'm gonna turn the torch off and just backtest. This is a big waste of my time. I mean, I've learned a lot though. Learned a lot. You know, like when I first started, I can't fucking breathe in here right now. But when I first started, I guess tapering, going into 9 a.m. I was, I don't know how to explain it. Overthinking things, but also not thinking enough. Not really thinking logically. I feel like, but I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking that, but I don't know. The daily bias. Oh GxT, I honestly forgot it, I don't know. Was very clean for internal to external Friday C2 away from IRL, that gap. And then Monday C3, right? And we also had S&P with range lows as well, advanced premium to discount. So, simply money C3, right? And then if money is going to make the C3 expansion, daily expansion away from this level to reach what the target levels on Monday, then a daily week from the low of the day with the fire swing point rate away from a universal model. We have Asia reversal for profile away from range low, dude. Away from our target range high and beyond, because this is only a feather swing to these feather swings. This is a relevant swing to this relevant swing. Doing exactly what I wanted to see it do. But I mean, it's like very one-sided. Asia reversal, London retrace as a reaccumulation, create the continuation, C2, 6 a.m. C3, price fell to give it entry during the driver. And then 10 a.m., right? So if 10 a.m. is going to make the continuation, then let me do this. 10 a.m. is going to make the continuation. Then I got to confirm the low of the 10 a.m. candle with a 1 hour or 30-minute swing point, since the price is extremely bullish and has yet to create it's not opening up within a new fresh swing point. It is on the hourly, but I don't like the C4. I hate the C4. And 30-minute was extremely bullish as well. So so I think it was valid to wait. Maybe some people would say, you know, maybe I should have traded C4. Maybe that's one thing I should take away from today is trust the 1 hour. Like even if there's a 1 hour swing point, and if there isn't one on the 30-minute, trust the 1 hour swing point. There's no reason not to, right? Whatever. I don't know. I think it's just less clean, but and then how there was more, but so I wanted to see a 30-minute swing point away from this gap within the pre-4 hour kind of range. Maybe S&P fill with it, whatever, etc. And create that swing point to define the low of the 10 a.m. 4 hour candle, etc. I'm fucking distracted right now. To target these size here, whatever. This is like the low hanging fruit. Since the driver reached this, I have to assume that we're going to fail to manipulate it and reach for these size. We failed to retrace away from this to create that swing point, to create the GxT reversal sequence. So there was no trade, as I said before. So therefore, there's no trade today. I still, like, as you can tell, I still feel like there's a thing I could have done. There's a thing I could have done. I could have traded C4. I think I could have done that. That's the FOMO side of me. You know, 10 a.m. created C4. We rallied this, and yes, we did offer a 2 hour off of that. Whatever. People definitely took this. I didn't. I missed out. Fucking out. Whatever. But this would have been a valid though. Like if I were to do the hourly C2, right, 8 a.m. C2, 9 a.m. C3, 10 a.m. C4. So we have the GxT continuation sequence. We saw with the open target level open. Assuming 10 a.m. will create C4 and respect EQ, this range is the new invalidation level. If 10 a.m. doesn't, if you think about it, if 10 a.m. doesn't respect this range, maybe I should have thought about it like that. Because if you think about it, it doesn't matter. Because that's why we had to retrace into this gap. Shallow retracement, swing point away to define the low of the 10 a.m. candle, ideally, which would still be a part of the 10 a.m. 1 hour candle C4 expansion, but EQ this range would be the new invalidation level. So 10 a.m. So within the so look for 10 a.m. C4 recently took this law, which was SMT and all that, whatever. And then we created that CSU. Continuous entry. So that was fun. As the 1 hour or 30 minute, or not really the 30 minute, but the 1 hour alignment expansion, the 4 hour alignment expansion, and the daily alignment expansion. Target levels were still open, very clean for those swings. It was still valid. It was still valid C4 to trade. I don't know. I guess I missed out. It's gonna be a good revise for later. A good data to learn from. I still feel like it wasn't, obviously it could have been cleaner, but I guess maybe I'm just getting in my own way. I don't know. Something to think about. I gotta journal this and walk back to us. I'll do that. But I'm gonna end this stream now because I feel like streaming. I'm definitely gonna journal this. That's very clean. Definitely want to go through it again on the stream though. Fuck. From the daily down to the 4 down to the 1 hour 3 minutes. It's very clean. Fucking insanely clean. On the daily and forward. And then I guess the 1 hour wasn't that bad.